a little loop, right? You take it and you make another loop, right? And this is the length of the cord, right? So you're gonna take it and make another loop because you need to leave enough so you can wrap it around. So you made your loops and now you just wrap it around and you use your thumb to pull it tighter. Pull it tighter, see? So, because if you don't use your thumb, it's all over the place, right? But we want it nice and neat. So we use our thumb, excuse me, Caden, and turn the sound off. And then you take your thumb to pull it down. Wrap it around, pull it down. Wrap it around, pull it down. Wrap it around, pull it down. And then when you have this little part, you just take it. If you're being careless, you could just take it through one loop. But if you're being intentional, take it through all 3 loops. And now your cord's not all over the place, right?
It is.
No, look, say if we put it away like that, that's what it's gonna look like when we put it away, right?
Yes.
Now, remember we're taking our knot out, so we're pushing it back where it came from, and we're following it around, so we're not making, because if we just go like that, that could create a knot. All right, so versus we put it away like that. That's what it looks like. Which looks better? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, so we always want to do the best possible outcome. All right, so show me you know how. Loop. Nice size loop. That's a good loop. No, not a baby loop. You want like a medium loop. That's good. Now hold it with one hand and create your second loop. And match the height of this one. So just bring it up. Good job. Hold it from down here. I'm allowing him to do it himself instead of taking over. This is something that I've learned that many people do. When they're teaching someone something new, they take over instead of allowing them to have the experience, which means when they do have an opportunity to do it by themselves, they mess it up because they couldn't practice in front of you because you did it for them. All right, so let's look at these loops. Let's look at them. Are those good loops or can you do better?
Mm-hmm.
If you're happy with them, I think, what do you think?
I'm good with them.
It's your first try. Do you think you can do better?
Yes.
I'm good with them too, but do you think you can do better?
Yes.
So do you want to leave it like this or do you want to try for better? It's up to you. Maybe next time you try for better. But we're not going to stay like this.
Better.
This isn't our baseline. You can do better next time or you can do better this time.
This time.
All right, here you go. You want mommy to show you one more time? See, now that's where you're going to hold it. All right, go get your next loop. I'll hold it right here. Go get your next loop. Bring it all the way to the top. See where the top of this loop is?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to match it. Is that higher, lower, or the same? Lower, which means you have too much cord in your hand. So pull from here. Yep. Bring it back up. Bring it up. About right there. About right there where your thumb is or your finger. Here. There. Now drop it down. And match the bottom now. Mistakes are okay, kiddo. All right, here we go. Those are too small. So you want to say from here to your thumb. That should be your first loop. Because the bottom of your loop is going to be at the base, right? So boom. Now you see how I loop it up? Look, I'm matching my loop to this, and then I'm pulling it down. And that's my second loop. I'm matching my loop to this, and then I'm pulling it down. That's my third loop. Do you see I'm always holding it down here, and I'm matching it up here. And then we can wrap it. Let's go. So from here to there is your first loop. Hold it at the base. You hold it at the base where mommy's fingers are. Yep, pinch it right there. Now you take this one and bring it up to this one. Nope. You're threading it through your hand like this. Nope. You're holding this part. Hold that tight. And now you're sliding your finger up. Hold it tight. Now you're sliding your finger up. You're matching the length. And now, bring your finger down. Slide it down. Now slide your finger down. And put it into that one. Pull it taut. It doesn't need to be really tight, but you're trying to put this away and make it small. Grab here and bring it down and put it in your thumb. In your finger. Yep, put it in there. Yep, it's just like, you know the vacuum where you go shoo, 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 except it's your fingers instead of those little hooks. You understand? You're creating that same thing, shoo, 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 on the vacuum. All right, so now do it again. Up to your highest point. All right, just up there and then slide it down. Boom, now you got your 3 loops. Now you're gonna reposition it in your hand like this. Yep, and wrap it around tight. Use your thumb or use your finger to help pull it tight. Pull it tight because you want it nice and tight. Not so tight that you break the wire inside, but tight so that it actually holds. Yep, wrap it around. Yep, pull it tight. Use your thumb or your finger to pull it close. Like this. Because you're taking it around and under and over and over and under and over and under. And when you run out, then you stick it through the loops you have. But you're not putting it around your loops. You want to watch mommy do it again? Take your knot out. Do you take a knot out like that? I thought we learned. Look. You see on this vacuum how it has this and it has this? That's the same as your fingers. See, I would do it with this. This is the longer cord, so I would go like this. This is the same thing, right? This is the top hook. This is the bottom hook. Are you paying attention? So you're just doing it at a finger level. And then once I have my loops, I wrap them around like that. But we just wrap that and then it clicks onto each other. And don't put your back to the camera. Don't put your back to the camera. Do you want people, when you watch videos or movies, do you want to see people's backs or do you want to see their faces? So that's why you don't put your back to the camera. Always keep your audience in mind when you're creating art. Yeah. Good job. Those are good loops. Let me find your cord. All right, see? Boom. Do your first loop. Hold it at the base. Pay attention. Hold it at the base. Boom, first loop. Nope. Yep, it automatically creates it. Boom. All right. See how I grabbed it down here? Push it up. Yep, there's your second loop. Grab it down there. And then you might have to regroup it a little bit to get it all in your hand. Good job. All right, third loop. Boom. You have to fix it a little bit in your fingers. Yep, perfect. Now grab it good, all right? Now you take this one and you do your first wrap and use your finger. Oh, hold up. Then you do your second wrap. Do your second wrap. Do 1, 2 wraps. 1, nice and tight. You let it go. Let me get you back to that stage real quick. Hold up. I did 2 big loops. 1, 2, 3. Now hold it tight in your hand. Hold it tight. Just hold it. I'm trying to put it in your hand. You keep moving your hand. So we got to work together. All right. Now take your loop. 1, 2. Now push it down so it's nice and tight. Yep. 3, 4. And keep wrapping until it gets shorter. You got to move your fingers out the way though. Yep. Next one. 1 more probably. All right. Now you take it through the loops. Push it through. Yep. Pull it through. All right, let me see what you did. Oh, that's a good one too. Boom. So now that's how you store your cords. So instead of just, and then when you undo them, you just unwrap it. See, just unwrap it. But instead of your cords being stored like that, your cords can be stored like this.
Can I go walk back outside?
Bailey's out there. Remember, she said when she goes outside, you guys shouldn't be out there, but good job. You learned a new skill.